Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Would you like to see some footage from the game last night?
Yes. Holy.
So, those that may or may not know, I'm a big Dolphin fan. Our season ended last night in Kansas City. Like -7 degrees, -27 wind chill. Chiefs did a great job, did what they had to do. We were just understaffed. It happens. But I always take time after a loss to just kind of reflect on the game a little bit. And of course, now the season's over. So I reflect a little bit more and I always find out, what do I do to make myself happy today? First thing, I pour myself a cup of coffee. Of course, it happened to be in the wrong glass today. It happened to be in my wife's Alabama glass. Then I said, you know what? Let me do some frivolous internet shopping. Had to buy a new shirt. And I said, well, let me get a pour for a friend because I lost this bet. So Mike out at Whiskey Basket, I hope you enjoyed it. As soon as I get the shirt in, I'll be doing the video in the Kansas City shirt. And well deserved on the win last night. Last but not least, I cook. I always feel better when I make up a nice meal. So with the pictures that you saw were for a Mississippi pot roast. I don't know if it's true origins or Mississippi or not, but I said, hey, you know what? I need some good beef to watch the rest of these games the next couple of days. Have a great dinner tonight, make some great sandwiches later, have a good time. So I said, what else can I do to make myself feel better? I said, you know what? I've got a bottle from my buddy Victor, Whiskey Panda. And this is a still Austin. This is a seasonal type of thing. It's their high rye. And just reading the back of it, I'm like, this will make me feel better. It says, wow, the whiskey in our seasonal bottled in bond series capture the ingredients, flavor, and theme of the seasons from which they were inspired. For this fall release, represented by the Golden Stallion, the high rye content I don't know if I get my arms long enough, calls to mind the crisp fall air, while the use of white corn conjures visions of autumn's fields, and the spirit's deep amber coloring recalls the red and gold leaves of the season. If I didn't eat that this morning, I don't know what I would do with myself. So a couple great things today too. So I always like to keep things positive. I talk about keep things positive. It is tough watching a football game with my dad. I love my dad. I love him beyond anything. But he is tough to watch a football game with. I'm a positive type of person. Like I said, he is more on the pessimistic. I'm optimistic, probably too much. He's pessimistic too much. And together, you got water and you've got earth over here. Together, we make mud sometimes, but that's okay. So by halftime, our coach sucks. Tua sucks. The team sucks. I'm like, Dad, they got some injuries. I don't care. They blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. So that was always an interesting experience watching a football game like that. Even when we win, when we beat up the Broncos and we had 70 points, he's like, we could have got more. I'm like, geez, Louise, Dad, calm down. But you know what? It was nice to spend time with my dad yesterday. Looking forward to this pour, looking forward to a great meal tonight, looking forward to some good football today. And I've got a lot of friends that love a lot of different teams. My NFC team that I'm going to kind of follow through and see what happens with it happens to be the Cowboys this year. I have a lot of friends that are Cowboy fans, and I'm not trying to hate on anybody else's team. I hope your teams do well, But I like the growth of their team, and I want to see what they end up doing this year. On the AFC side, man, I'm liking them Ravens. Just because I like their brand of football, and Lamar Jackson is amazing. So if I could see a Ravens Cowboys Super Bowl, I would be happy with that. I think that would be really cool. Of course, it'll probably end up the exact opposite. I'll probably get something like the Bills and the Niners, and that's cool too. I have no problem with either one of those. Did get a great gift in the mail. I did my top 10 things that I'm hunting this year. Derek, met him locally here in the area. He's stationed somewhere else now. He did some amazing things for me. He's the one that got me the 13th Colony rye cast strength. Appreciate you still for that. And we're able to do some things for each other every once in a while. But he picked up one of my top 10 bottles I'm trying to acquire this year, and that's that Good Time cigar. It's actually a store pick. I think this thing's coming in at like 116 proof. So definitely looking forward to this. And so one of the top 10 bottles I was looking for this year, I've got another one en route. So definitely looking forward to that. A lot of good stuff there. So excited about that. I'm still excited about a lot of playoff football. I love this time of season. But now let's get into this Still Austin. So Mike at Whiskey Basket, congratulations on your win. You'll be getting that Old Fitz 10 pour here in a little bit. And I'll be wearing a cool Chiefs shirt. I've decided that, I might as well just start collecting these because, Lord knows I don't have enough stuff to do painting in or crawling under the house in when I have a problem under there, or mowing the yard, or whatever, so I might as well start collecting them in case I ever happen to lose again. I've left Bill's shirt in Italy. I decided I'm going to paint in this Bill's shirt, that way if it gets destroyed I don't care, but if I ever have to wear it again, cool. Do the same thing with the Chiefs one. So my wife always did say I had a crush on Mahomes, which is true. I do have a man crush on Mahomes. I think he's an amazing quarterback. I just think that he's understaffed with talent this year, so I don't anticipate them going too far. So one of the top 10 bottles acquired, Still Austin. This is a high rye. Let's get into this. This is from Whiskey Panda. This does have an amazing, beautiful color on it. Deep amber color, deep burnt orange, even some reds in here. Absolutely loving the color of this. Got nice viscosity sticking on the top of the glass up here. This is a bottle and bond, so it's coming in at 100 proof. Man, what a fabulous nose on that. So it's like you're getting some sweet corn, and you're getting almost like a sweeter rye on this on the nose. Oh, man, even a little bit of a savory type of note there too. So you're not only getting the sweetness, but you're also getting a little bit of a savory note, almost kind of a bready pastrami type of note going on. I swear I'm just getting a little bit of spearmint in the nose. This is really just barely starting to come. The fingers are just starting to come down on this, nice and slow. So it's going to have some great mouthfeel and great viscosity just looking at the way this thing's coming down the glass right now. And I'm really liking the way on this nose. This has got an outstanding nose. How you get that nice sweet, but then you kind of get that savory thing going at the same time. Not a whole lot of oak on there, but you just get a nice little note of it. A little bit of char, a little bit of note. But let's see what this thing's got to offer. Man. This might be my favorite Texas whiskey I've ever had. Super nice mouthfeel on it. A buttery kind of a flavor to it. You get some of the sweet punch up front. And this is just such a great sipper. A lot of Texas whiskeys kind of have a funk going on, but this one's just buttery smooth, sweet, and then you dig back into kind of some of the rye spices that you're getting, but it's not, a lot of ryes can have like a chocolate or super herbally note. This is just more of a sweet, tingly rye with a little bit of a pepper in there. Got a nice little finish on it, say about a medium finish to it. And that nose is just more and more outstanding. You get a little bit more rye on the nose as you're going through this. This isn't going to be like a wave of super intense flavors, but it's just a super nice, easy to drink, great feeling in the mouth. Get a little bit of a Kentucky hug in the chest, but you get the sweetness, and then you get some of the rye, and then you get a tiny bit of the oak on the back. This is almost like a super light caramel for the flavor on it. But what really is blowing me away with this is the mouthfeel on this and the buttery richness to this. And I'm still getting a little bit of, I'm still getting a little bit of a finish on this. But it's just a nice, neat, hey, sweet, hey, I'm going into kind of a savory, kind of a rye note, a little bit of the oak now on the back, a tiny bit of the pepperiness. But you're going to feel it in your chest a little bit too. But it's very crushable. Great, great pour. Yeah, the thing I'm really digging about this is I know it's only 100 proof, but I mean, this thing is drinking just like, I mean, a super thick 80 proof. I mean, it's drinking way under proof, but you're getting the intensity of the flavors you wouldn't get in an 80 proof, but it's not like blowing you away fireworks intensity. Just a smooth sipper. This would be a great thing to drink while I'm watching the games today. I think I'll probably be doing that. Um, but that'll be later this afternoon. I know they moved the Buffalo game back, which actually is going to help me because I'm going to be going doing some trading for some different bourbons today after church today. So that'll be cool too. I'm going to meet a member of the channel, and get some things traded out. So I'm looking forward to that. I just can't believe how smooth that is. This might be one of the best mouthfeels that I've had in a long time. Just as far as when it hits the tongue, it coats it. It's just thick, it's rich in a ways. It's almost kind of like a rye. It's almost like a light, sweet rye syrup. Is probably the best way that I could explain this. So excellent pour. Whiskey Panda, if you haven't checked him out, check out his videos. He's been big in the community for a long time. He's just started up his content. He got this to me a while back. Truly appreciative of him for that. Thank you so much, Victor. But Sunday's here. I'm looking forward to doing the family thing on Sunday. Plus, we got tomorrow off too. At least I do. Not everyone does, but I do. So looking forward to going to church, having a great meal today, having some pours, watching the games, working a little bit downstairs. So good times. Most importantly, though, I know there's a lot of people out there still working today. Our military, first responders, truck drivers out there. People that are just keeping the America going day to day to day and taking care of business. Truly appreciative of all that you do to keep us going. But if you're working today, I hope your work day goes by fast. I hope your off time goes by slow so you can relax, have fun with family, have some good food, maybe watch some games, get some time for yourself. Most importantly, cheers and God bless. Y'all have an amazing day.